Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Suikoden 5. In the last episode, we made our way here into the Ceras Lake Ruins at the behest of Lucretia, ended up meeting Zweig and Lorelei, and went through the ruins, pushing a bunch of switches and getting rid of a waterfall that we are now behind, effectively. In this episode, we're going to head through the door after the Journeyman's Crystal and see what awaits us there. I will advise you though, as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, make sure you're healed up, or close enough to it, before you go in because, well, fun times are about to happen. So, let's go! Oh! Wow! Ah, just as I thought. What do you mean by that? A river flows into Ceras Lake, but nothing flows out of it. Do you know why the lake doesn't overflow? I've always heard there's a hole at the bottom of the lake, and the water flows underground from there. No, the water does flow into an underground water vein, but it doesn't go through a hole. It goes through here. So it looks like my hypothesis was correct. Hypothesis? Ceras Lake is artificial. It was created by the Sindar. Created by the Sindar? If we go a little further, I think you'll understand. Alright, well, let's do that. I mean, I want to understand.
What's going on? Prince, look! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
What the hell is that thing?
Whoa!
It's a boss, that's what that is. Yes! Hello and welcome to Diamond Sun A and B. Now, you might be thinking, why are there two of them? Well, one of them, specifically this left one here, is weak to magical attacks, and this one is weak to physical attacks. So, depending on the makeup of your party that you have, it will essentially inform how you go about this battle. I'm going to be focusing on taking down Diamond Sun B because I have a very physically oriented party, for the most part. So, yeah, I want to get rid of that one first. Okay, let's see. I don't really think I need to... Yeah, let's just go ahead and have Kyle attack. And of course, Shigur attack, Zweig attack. And let's see. Let's go ahead and have a co-op attack with the Prince and Leon here. Then Lorelei, is there much you can do? Well, magically you could do stuff for the moment, but I'd rather have you focus on B as well because I want to take B down as soon as possible. Now, the danger that we're going to see from these guys, and the reason I want to take one of them down as quickly as possible,
Here we go.
is because they can use group attacks that can stun your party members. That's not one of them. That's a single attack that's just going to hit Kyle and set him on fire. Great. Oh, wow, they didn't actually use it first turn. I'm a little surprised, to be perfectly honest. Okay, well, that's kind of a win in my book. If they use that group attack, they can get a number of your party members dizzy, and that's obviously not good if you're trying to kill these guys quickly. Alright, there we go, and yeah, go ahead and attack them, Lorelei, although you're not going to do a whole lot, just by yourself. I like that I'm getting crits here. Okay, so good, he's almost on the way out already, wow. Also, oh hi group attack. Oh hi other group attack. Alright, well we got some serious healing to do next turn, that's for sure. Okay, so Leon oh, son of a biscuit eater. That's about the worst possible circumstance because, well, both of my water rune users are now kaput, which means no group healing for me. Okay, what options do I have here? None for Shigur, so go ahead and attack. Oh, none for Zweig, so go ahead and attack. Let's see, Prince. Dawn Rune can't do much of anything, unfortunately. But the medicine can, so let's see. Who am I going to need this to help the most? Well, actually, I'm going to need that to help you the most. Then Lorelei, alright, you use the medicine on Kyle. Essentially, this is kind of a holding action, more than anything else. And I'm hoping that my physical attackers can take this guy down this turn. They may or may not be able to, and not in time, that's for sure. Okay, so now, looks like both the Prince and Lorelei are frozen, so they're going to take a little extra damage. Yep, just about everybody's taking extra damage now. Holy crap. The good news is, though, those two are back in action, so go ahead and, Kyle, you attack, you attack, you attack. Then, Leon, you need to do... Oh, son of a gun. Never mind, we're going backwards then. Alright, Kyle, I know you can. There we go. Alright. Now, that's better. Okay, yeah, let's do co-op. We need to make absolutely sure that this guy goes down. I'm pretty sure he will this turn. I was gonna say, not if Lorelei misses like that, though. Oh, boy. Alright, come on, y'all. Get him. There we go. Good. Alright, that's one of them down. Okay, that's gonna hit, I think, the first couple of rows. Yep, okay. And it set Shigure on fire. Great. Oh, lovely. Alright, so, now that one of them's down, we need to focus primarily on magical attacks with those who can magically attack. Now, physical attackers, I mean, obviously, there's not much they can really do, but go ahead and magically attack with the ones who can, and we should be in pretty decent shape to start whittling this guy down. Alright, I want to start using Soaring Bolt. This will do wonders. And that's why I've held off on using it in the dungeon, because we needed it for this guy. There we go. You can see... Well, I was going to say how little damage physical attacks will do to this guy, but then the Prince totally just woofed. Woofed. He whiffed. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Anyway, it didn't hit. That, fortunately, though, does and will. Okay, good. That's just going to hit Kyle. That's fine. Even though he's on fire again. Holy cow, man. Okay, so... actually, no. Let's... Yeah, go ahead and have you do that. Obviously, attack, attack. How about Leon? You go ahead and heal Kyle. I think that'll probably be the best way we can do this. And then, obviously, a lightning room is going to be the star of the show again, one more time at least. There we go, good. That'll also get rid of him being, well, toasted up. So, yeah, definitely beneficial on that front. Okay, I think with this barrage, we should start seeing him go to weak state fairly soon. I'm a little surprised, honestly, he's not there already, but... Really now? And man, you just seem utterly bent on having Kyle on fire all the time. Alright then. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so really all that we can do with the Prince and Leon is probably co-op. Then, let's see. Okay, yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, there we go. He's in weak state now. Good. Also, actually something I just noticed is you see the shadow there? I guess the bottom of his shadow right now. That's those...
Here we go.
That's the top of his headgear that you can see, which I've got to admit, I hadn't noticed that before. The shadow work, I mean, really. And it's kind of a shame because I think I should have, really. Because it's a nice extra little touch. Also, wrong attack, silly me. It's a nice little extra touch. The developers didn't have to do anything like that, but it's cool that they did because it helps add a little extra to the game, make it a little more involved, a little more complex, and I think it's a nice extra thing to point out, or to have, really, in your game. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Alright, good. He's back up to speed unless he gets torched again. But I can't really help that now, can I? Unless I kill him. Alright, so we get Mega Medicines, Rage and Flowing Pieces, and a Flame Armor, which unfortunately nobody currently in my party can equip. That's kind of sad. That battle could have gone a little bit better, but you know what? I think we did alright, so I'm happy all in all. Alright, so now that we're done with that, let's march forward and see what in the world this desert, this little area is all about. I don't know why I was about to call it a desert. Is this all there is? It looks like a dead end. Yikes! Wow, there's a dawn rune here too? And it's just like the one on the door we saw before. I wonder what that could mean. That stupid thing made me jump, but I guess it was just glowing. This writing is Sindar. Hey, glasses guy! What happened to this key to destroying Hatred Fortress? We haven't seen any keys anywhere. Actually, we have. The key has been there all along. Plenty of it, in fact, in Ceras Lake. Huh? Yes, it looks like I was definitely right. And the ruins themselves function perfectly. Prince, I've seen all I need to see. Let's head back for now. Already? To be honest, I'm curious to try it out right away, but now is not the time. Lucretia is waiting for us at RAF Fleet. I'm sure you have other questions, but I'll explain everything there. Well, alrighty then. All that's left particularly is to go to the entrance, so I will see you guys over there. Okay, now, you might be asking yourself, why didn't you just cut to us going back to RAF Fleet? And why are you standing here at the entrance of the ruins? Well, as it turns out, there is one little thing that's going to happen when we walk out of the ruins. We are going to see a new character. Well, I say a new character. A character that has appeared in every Suikoden game since the beginning, and probably one of the most beloved characters in the series, so yeah, let's enjoy.
Huh? What?
Prince? That lady wasn't there a second ago, was she? I didn't see her before either.
Hey, you there! What's the name of this country?
Huh?
What a strange thing to ask. Why wouldn't you know what country you were in?
Yeah, well, you know, things happen, and couldn't you just tell me? Please? Please? It's the Queendom of Felena. What? Is that place still around? Oh, great. Now it looks like I missed another big meal. What do I do now?
Prince, this lady is off a rocker. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay, I made up my mind. I'm Vicky. It must be fate, us running into each other like this. Would you mind watching over me?
Really? Yippee! In that case, as a token of our new partnership, I'll take you wherever you want to go. Really quick, too. See? Don't say I didn't warn you. She's starting to talk all weird. Okay, just think of where you want to go. Everybody ready? Get set? Off we go! What? Huh? What just happened? We're in RAF Fleet? But how'd we get there so quickly? This is scary! That was a bit of a rush. Did you use some kind of rune, young lady? So, is this where you wanted to go? Yep, sure is. It is? Oh, thank goodness. I was worried I was a little rusty there, but it looks like all your body part... Hey! That crazy lady's gone. Or one of them's gone anyway. Hey, you're right. Huh? What? Oops, did I do it again? Ah, Lorelei, don't worry. She hasn't been with us since we left the ruins. And actually, if you look back on the encounter scene with Vicky, you'll actually see he was right. Lorelei never left the ruins. She probably wanted to examine the ruins some more on her own. I don't know why she's so interested in the Sindar race. Oh, okay. Not that I'll miss her too much. Oh, thank goodness. I was worried her head and her body got separated. Excuse me. I'm very interested in your rune, young lady. But I suppose there are other things to take care of first. I have to talk to Lucretia. Take me to her. Whee! We got Vicky in the party! Ha! Okay, so let's chat about Vicky, shall we? Vicky is, well, pretty darn awesome, I'll say. First off, she, as I mentioned before, has been a character in the Suikoden series since the beginning, and is everybody's favorite teleporting mage. She has a great personality, bubbly, and a bit spacey, mind you, but given that she teleports around everywhere all the time, I mean, you can understand she would lose little bits of herself here and there. But where things really come into play is, not only is Vicky everybody's favorite teleporting mage, so she provides one of the greatest travel benefits ever, but she's pretty good for the party too. As a mage, Vicky is really good. She does a lot of magical damage. She's not the highest in terms of single output that we'll see. We're gonna meet that mage a little bit later, but she has chain magic. Now, chain magic, what that does is, if it queues, and it will proc a rather amazing amount of the time, if it procs, it will cast 2 spells for the price of 1 at the same time. Well, consecutively, but you get what I mean. That, of course, means a ton of potential damage. Now, if you want to make this better for yourself, and trust me, you do, there are 2 things. 1, make sure to level up the chain magic skill. It starts out at level E, which is about as bad as it gets, so this is something that you will definitely want to think about not just using her SP for, but I would consider this a pretty good investment of party SP as well, because the higher that is, the higher chance that chain magic has to proc, the more damage you have, the better it is for everybody, except your enemies. Another thing that you need to do with Vicky is give her every luck accessory you can find. Give her stones of luck if you find them, give her pretty much anything that you can equip on her that improves her luck, because that does 2 things. 1, it increases the proc percentage for chain magic, and 2, it keeps her blanking rune, which she comes equipped with, from derping. This blanking rune can teleport enemies away from battle if it's successful, and it can teleport allies away from battle if it's unsuccessful. So yeah, you want to try to prevent the derpage as much as possible, and boosting Vicky's luck will very much help with that. When it comes to army battles, Vicky has 2 uses of the Cyclone rune, which is pretty good just by itself, but it's even better if you stick her with, say, Cyalides, or anybody else who has a rune archer unit. You put her in there, that makes them even more powerful, and everything's good. You can start, I wouldn't quite say wiping the floor with enemies, but it's not going to be fun for the enemies that get blown away by her Cyclone rune, I'll just say that. Alrighty, now that we've taken care of all that, let's run our way over to the Dahak, shall we? Ah, man. It's good to have Vicky in the party. Vicky's one of my favorite characters, I think, in a lot of ways. Mostly just because of, like I said, her bright and bubbly personality. And, well, her being able to teleport everybody all over the map, to places we've already been, of course, but her being able to teleport all over the map is pretty darn useful, too. I will mention one little quirk that goes with that, though. Occasionally, and it is a very rare chance, her teleportability can mess up. And if it does, it will send you to an unknown location. That unknown location is on the world map, you just can't get to it conventionally. And it actually has a piece of treasure in it. I don't remember what that treasure is right offhand, to be honest. If we ever actually end up encountering that, I will... Oh, I don't need to read it, I need to store it. Whoopsie. But anyway, if we ever run across that location, obviously I'll let you guys know so you can see it for yourselves. And yeah, I know I can make some steel piece or some steel runes, but I'm going to do that off camera, I think. All right, let's put all you guys up. I'm going to go ahead and put all the equipment up too. I've gotten some comments as to why did I not equip some of this unused stuff on other party members. Now, the reason I'm not doing it at this point is because it actually has something to do with one of Chuck's abilities. Chuck can actually have, well, he can basically equip equipment if he wants to. Essentially, go over here, and you'll notice it'll tell you what you can, essentially what you can equip this on, or the people you can equip this on, and obviously it tells you if they go up stat-wise. So this is actually a good way to disperse equipment, because not only can you do this for your regular party members, you can also do this for, let's see, cue this. Yeah, you can also do it for your reserves too. Hit circle and pull back out of the menu, and you notice it's going to give you the rundown for items with your reserves as well. And once you get things equipped accordingly, you can go out, and if you want to get rid of your other items, you can sell them through Chuck. It's really convenient. I'm really glad they did this because it makes it a lot easier than, oh, well, let's see what we can equip. Oh, well, we can't equip this stuff. Well, let's put it back in our inventory and run over to the shop and sell it and run back and all that time. But yeah, you can sell it straight from Chuck. It's really nice. I like this feature a lot. Okay, so let's go over here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put my money where my mouth is as far as magic is concerned. And I'm going to go ahead and start training up Vicky's chain magic. You notice, like I said, E. Oh boy. But I have no reservations whatsoever about using party SP for this, especially because you notice it only took 400 SP to do it to get it up to level C. I'll go ahead and actually up her magic too. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, obviously, since she's going to be in our party, she's going to get SP herself, and we're going to use that to invest further. But I wanted to go ahead and do that now, because, trust me, it's worth it. Alright, now, let's go up and talk with the folks on the Dahak. Well, you know, see what's going on. Ah, welcome back, Your Highness. Greetings, Lucretia. And greetings to you too, Zweig. How did it go? My hypothesis has been proven almost entirely correct. Ceras Lake is a man-made lake created by damming up the river, and those ruins themselves are a giant sluice gate. Really? You mean the ancients used it to control water flow? Precisely. So, Zweig, are the ruins still in working order? Yes. Well, I didn't actually try using them, but I foresee no difficulties. I see. Prince, I apologize for being so evasive up until now. But now that everything is in order, let me explain my plan for destroying Hatred Fortress. The plan actually isn't very complicated. We simply open the sluice gate in those ruins. That's it. If we release the water in Ceras Lake into the Phaetos River all at once, the ensuing force will be like a tsunami. The torrent of water will crash directly into Hatred Fortress. No matter how well the beavers built it, that fortress won't stand a chance. Brilliant! Hey, wait just 1 second. Lord Lake's gonna be in the path of that tsunami too. You're gonna wipe out our town along with Hatred Fortress? No, I asked Maroon and the others to take care of that. I'm having them construct a barrier so that the wreckage of the fortress doesn't get swept down to Lord Lake. Oh, well that's good. But you're sure it's gonna hold? It's not gonna break? Lord Lake will be alright? Now, calm down. We're talking about the beavers after all. If they can't build it, no one can. So what are they, Bob the Builder now? So, Prince, what do you think of the plan? Well, it's a pretty darn good plan, but what about... The Prince is right. The soldiers at Hatred Fortress are Felanans just like us. They don't deserve to die like that. Yes, you're right, of course. And I've heard a lot of the soldiers who were just recently conscripted are assigned to Hatred Fortress. If we wipe them all out like that, we'd no longer be able to say we were fighting to stop the Godwin's tyranny, would we? Wait, are you saying that killing in war is acceptable, but drowning isn't? You baffle me, Lucretia, as usual. No, neither one of them is ever okay. But if our hand is forced, the fewer casualties the better, right? Prince, I've already come up with a plan to lure those soldiers out of the fortress, so don't worry. Ah, I should have known you'd have a plan. To get the soldiers out of the way, we'll attack the fortress. Just give the word, Prince, and we can get started right away. Well, I'm actually going to take this time to get ready, to sell stuff off camera, to get points aligned and all that stuff, and also to cut this episode. So, next time on Suikoden 5, we are going to battle against the Godwins at Hatred Fortress and see if we can defeat them, tear down the fortress, and in doing so, save Lord Lake. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.